Jim. You know, it's really exciting to see how many new additions and enhancements there are for our guests to experience this summer. And it's my pleasure to tell you about one more. As many of you know, in June, we'll celebrate the grand opening of Shanghai Disney Resort. It's our first ever theme park in mainland China, and it's going to introduce millions of guests to the magic of a Disney park. I was just there last week, and I can tell you it's going to be truly spectacular. One of its attractions will be a brand new version of a Walt Disney World favorite, Soarin', and it will take guests on an amazing journey around the world. Last summer at D23, we said that the new Soarin' around the world would be coming to both Walt Disney World and Disneyland, and you heard more about it at the breakfast yesterday. Well, today I'm excited to announce that its opening date is June 17th, and right now you're getting a peek at footage from the new attraction. We're looking forward to sharing it with our guests. Now, during the past few days, you've heard about and even experienced many of the recently and soon-to-be opened additions to our resort. We've also had many projects underway to surprise and delight our guests in the coming years, and I'd like to give you a sneak peek at some of these additions this morning. You know, for many years, Disney Hollywood Studios has been a place for guests to experience the magic of movie making. And now we've transformed this place that takes you behind the scenes to one that now puts you in them. Soon guests will be able to step into the worlds of their favorite films. And one of them that we're thrilled to be bringing to life is the endearing world of Toy Story. Children of all ages have loved Woody, Buzz, and the other toys from Andy's room ever since we were introduced to them more than 20 years ago. Now we're getting ready to share these beloved characters in a whole new way with fans of Toy Story. And here to tell you more about what's coming to Toy Story Land at Disney's Hollywood Studios is Senior Vice President, Walt Disney Imagineering, Kathy Mangum.
Good morning, everyone. So, when you enter into Toy Story Land, you're going to suddenly discover that you've been shrunk to the size of a toy. You're now in Andy's backyard, where today he has set up his toys and games all over that yard. While Andy and his family are away, you get to play. As you walk through the land and as you look around, you will see toy blocks, familiar game boards, game pieces like Tinker Toys, Lincoln Logs, Cooties, dominoes, checkers, and many other classic toys that he's brought out to play with. You'll be greeted by many of your favorite characters from Toy Story, including Woody and Buzz. But you'll also be able to see Jessie and Rex, the Green Army Men, the aliens from Pizza Planet, Wheezy, and many, many more of Andy's toys. And there are 2 brand new attractions that are fully themed and developed just for this Toy Story Land with iconic characters from Toy Story films that you know and love. First is Alien Swirling Saucers. It's designed as a toy playset that Andy got from Pizza Planet and inspired from the first Toy Story film. Aliens are flying around and towing toy flying saucers with you in them. As you rotate around the toy planets and satellites, as part of this game, you're going to rotate and swirl to the beat of some space jazz music that we've developed and recorded just for this attraction. The music, the lighting, the sound effects will all add to the flurry of your adventure while the claw looms ominously over you. The second all-new attraction in the land is Slinky Dog Dash. Andy has built a coaster track all over his backyard using his Mega Coaster Play Kit. But as you know, he's got a pretty amazing imagination, so he's combined it with some of his other toys. You'll see Slinky, of course, who's so cute, which Andy has made into the coaster train that you get to ride in. And you'll see Rex, Jessie, Wheezy, Mr. Spell, and Mike along the way. You will zip, dodge, and dash around many fun turns and drops that Andy has created to really make Slinky and his coils stretch to the limits. It's a fun and exhilarating family coaster attraction, and it'll be one that you're going to want to do over and over again. So at Imagineering, we do little animatics of these attractions. So I want to show you an excerpt video that we put together so you can see how thrilling and fun this family coaster is going to be. track for Toy Story Mania is almost done. Beginning Memorial Day weekend, even more guests will be able to experience this incredibly popular 4D attraction more than ever before. And of course, this will become the place for guests to meet the Toy Story characters they've grown to love over the past 20 years. With that, back to Bob.
Thanks, Kathy. We know that guests are going to love exploring Annie's backyard in the world of Toy Story. And there's even more coming to Disney's Hollywood Studios, another world from another galaxy that we're very excited to create for our guests. So on Monday, you had the opportunity to experience some of the force that's awakening this summer. But there's even more to come. Because as many of you know, development of a new 14-acre land is underway here at Walt Disney World. It's going to bring even more of the Star Wars story to life with an entirely new planet on the Outer Rim, a frontier town that's one of the last stops before wild space. It will be full of characters both familiar and not so familiar. Everything will be in story, from the food to the entertainment to the attractions. Guests will even be able to fly a mission on one of the most recognizable ships in the galaxy, the Millennium Falcon. And here to tell you more about this is the Imagineer who's leading the project, Scott Trowbridge.
Good morning, everyone. Well, Bob, that's exactly right. This place is going to be amazing. I'm trying to keep myself from saying out of this world, but I think it will be out of this world. It's true. We're building a whole new planet, a never-before-seen place where you can live your own new Star Wars story. So where do you start on an epic project like this? Well, I think we go back to the beginning, because it was almost 40 years ago when the very first Star Wars film hit that big screen and introduced us to this amazing galaxy. And since that time, we've been dreaming about going to this place, about entering this world, about meeting these characters and being part of these stories. And soon, you'll be able to do just that. You'll have the chance to truly step into this amazing galaxy and take in the iconic sights and sounds. But now, for the first time ever, you'll be able to experience it with all of your senses. The smells, the tastes. This is what does blue milk taste like anyway. All part of these new adventures. On this remote outpost planet, you can expect to find all the epic action, the adventure, the mystery, the drama, and even the humor. All those things that make Star Wars, Star Wars. And you know, for nearly 30 years we've been working on this. Imagineers and our cast members have been working alongside Lucasfilm to bring Star Wars stories to life in our parks, starting all the way back in 1987 with attractions like Star Tours at Disneyland. And this incredible collaboration is even stronger today. And the fully immersive Star Wars themed lands and unique experiences we are developing are going to be totally authentic, truly epic, and very, very unique, as Bob said. So, what might we do in this brand new world? Well, the answer is a lot. We're going to have two iconic signature attractions that will push the boundaries beyond anything you've seen or done before. As Bob mentioned, the first one invites you to step aboard that iconic spaceship, the Millennium Falcon, and take the controls yourself. You're actually going to get a pilot of this thing. You're going to be the one in complete control, steering it through outer space, firing those laser cannons. It's all up to you, so please be gentle with her. She's an older ship. The other story is an epic Star Wars adventure. This is an amazing attraction. This attraction puts you right in the middle of a climactic battle between the forces of good and evil, the dark side and the light. Yeah, but that's not all, not even close. There's so much more to see and do in this remote outpost. There's this great otherworldly street market run by a unique collection of characters, aliens, and droids. Here you can visit the shops, you can sample the local food and try these really cool, unique drinks. You know, and that's actually one of the things I'm most excited about bringing Star Wars off of the screen and into the real world. And that's that we can bring all these immersive stories to life using all of our senses and truly put you into these amazing locations and immerse you fully. Well, for example, who hasn't wanted to visit a Star Wars cantina and sample the daily specials, interact with the locals, and hear the latest rumors from the far reaches of the galaxy? Or maybe, how about going upscale at the planet's nicest dinner club This is the finest place on the planet to relax, indulge, and it's unlike any place you've ever been before or any place you've ever seen before. For the first time, you're going to be able to dine on local delicacies and immerse yourself in that unique culture and the cool customs of the Outer Rim. And while you're there, make sure to listen to the exotic sounds of the planet's best entertainers. You know, bringing these stories to life, creating authentic and immersive experiences, that's what we at Parks and Resorts do best. And we're working hard to deliver on those 40 years of dreaming. So on behalf of all the incredibly innovative and talented teams working together to bring this new planet to life, we look forward to making you a part of this ever-expanding galaxy. Thanks.